Thanks for joining into the SEN show on the SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Network, produced in partnership with Skybound Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up? What is up? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, whatever you want to call it. We made it. We're here alive another day, and we have quite the crew. I said it. They didn't want us to be great, but we're still going to be great anyways, and y'all are going to be great with us today. I'm Steph Sabraw, and it's just a couple of dudes hanging out today, you know? Just some dudes to club together again. We have the savior. He came in hot and ready, and we're so thankful for it. Ben Goddard.
We're just putting our purses together, and we're just here to dance. Like,
Yeah.
fuck chicks, we're just here to dance.
Period. Oh, Alex is already in the club. Alex Marzoña, what club are you in? What's the vibe? What's the music?
This is Club Disco, and
Nice.
we're dancing to disco. As told by the name.
It was like club, like us, or Club Steez, or
Club Steez. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask them to rename the club name because Club Steez is much better. I like that.
Okay, thank you, y'all. We are in Club Steez. You're in Club Steez with us. We also have the Wizard of Oz himself. Now I can see his face. Maybe one day you'll get the pleasure of seeing his face as well. Malcolm, what's up?
Yo, I'm enjoying Alex's robot guy from Chappelle's show dance.
Oh yeah, and look, we also have Zemo in the club. Ben. Yeah, okay, so we like to keep it 100 with you, and so today is no different. We're gonna have a fun day of just letting the waves take us, and you are the waves. I want to hear from y'all what you want to talk about, what you want to ask, whatever it is, throw in your schmo bots. I want to hear that thing. Interrupt us with any sort of questions that you have. There's so much going on in each of our individual lives. Like, spill the tea. You got girl drama, boy drama, life drama. I want to hear it. Let's break it down. You have a funny story you want to tell us? Tell us, please. This is a good day to laugh. We all kind of need it. It's that midweek pick me up, and we're all here to do it together. I'm also going to a bachelorette this weekend, and if you have any crazy bachelor or bachelorette stories or things that we should definitely do or I should do to the future bride to be, I need to hear that because I've actually never been to a bachelorette. So I've been like researching because I'm like, I want to make sure my twin has the best fucking weekend ever. Like, I have a speech prepared for all the girls, like good energy or get the fuck out kind of thing. Like, we need to preserve Kim's space in the best way possible. But in terms of like certain things we need to do, I'm kind of learning as we go. Like, I got like these dare cards. And so every time someone pulls a dare, they have to do it. You know, I love dares, so I can't wait for people to actually do that. But have any of y'all been to a crazy bachelor party?
No, I've never been to a crazy bachelor party. Like, it was, like smoking cigars and like having drinks. But I got to go back real quick because I want to focus on let the waves take us and you guys are the waves. Like, that was
that
like,
poetic?
that was some good shit right there. Like, I might put that in my Tinder profile or something, man. Like, that was deep right there. That was great.
Wow, Ben, thank you. Sometimes when
it.
you're like baby's put into a corner, she has to shine. I felt like I was put into a corner this morning and I had no choice but to shine. We also have some let us know if you have any goals that you guys want us to hit. I thought I would try something. Let's see if y'all are interested. I brought one of my sound bowls up. If you haven't seen me do it, it's this. And so at the end, if we break 500, I can do like a 5-minute guided meditation to like cap off the episode and send you off to the rest of your day, feeling a little bit more peaceful and ready to attack the day. So if y'all are into that, I can provide the vibes. That's what we do here. Ooh, Alex in the wave. But seriously, y'all, are so thankful for everyone watching. We live off of the Schmoebots and the Streamlabs. That's how we have all of these sick ass panelists come to this network each and every day and provide cool, funny, random content to you. So whatever it is, throw in those Schmoebots. So Streamlabs, it's so appreciated. Whatever you want to talk about, we are here to talk about and get a little crazy with y'all. There is not what, Alex?
I was gonna say about the bachelor parties.
Yeah. Talk to me.
I've never been to one, but I feel like
He's worked a few.
Hey!
Gotta get my sexy cop costume back out. I feel like my brother will ask me to be his best man when he has his formal wedding. So I may have to plan that, and I'm scared about that. I'd rather him ask my cousin because it's like I don't like planning crazy things like that. But the thing with asking our cousin is that he's like a wild partier, and I don't know if I can handle that. So it's like I don't know if I should just plan a chill one or have him do it and just risk being going crazy for that whole weekend. So it's like if I do end up planning it, Steph, I'm gonna definitely ask you for some advice.
Oh my gosh, you definitely need advice. I'm sorry, I'm coming back to you, Alex, but I'm seeing a Ben go in right now. Truth Typer 2 says, we don't like this. We want AMC and Collider back. First of all, AMC, are you talking about the theater? Right? Or what?
No,
was there
AMC Movie Talk was the where
Original.
John Campea and Christian and Mark Ellis, that was their first internet show.
Oh, okay. And then Ben goes, literally no one cares. Do not. Absolutely nobody. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Oh my god. That's how you do it here. That's how you shut the haters down.
Sometimes I don't really want to scream into my microphone, so I'll just, politely
a little type.
go.
Yeah, I know, but when you go off on the mic, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, please feel free. At every Schmobot, Ben will go off. How about that?
Yeah, we could do $50 rants, if you give Ben a topic, or 25 to rant about. That is also something that we're doing, $25 impressions of anything, even impressions that we don't have yet. You can send in scenes or any characters that you want to play, or just give us, y'all are so creative, a type of topic you want us to do, or a situation setup, and we can do that for you. And then also $25 if you want Ben to rant on a topic.
I will say this, Truth Typer, whatever the fuck your name is, you're probably the same person that was like, Hollywood has no original ideas. Why are there reboots and remakes of everything? By the way, bring back Collider and Movie Talk because I don't want anything different. Suck my fucking dick!
Period. Period. I mean, why are you bringing that energy? I'm over here telling you I'm gonna give you a sound bowl meditation, bruh. This is what we do here on SENLive. Range. Have you heard of it? It's high fashion. We can give you fart jokes. We can give you meditation. We can give you the funnies. We can give you the news. We can give you relationship advice. It's range, baby. High fashion, in vogue. You probably don't understand, and that's okay, but that's what we do here.
Learn about it, sweetie.
Learn about it. Look it up. Google it. Google it.
Speaking of high fashion, I watched Halston, that Netflix show with Ewan McGregor. Halston.
Oh, how is that?
Ewan McGregor is great. The writing's okay. And I realized the day before that, I was talking about hey Ben, I don't watch any Ryan Murphy shows. And then I go ahead and watch this Ryan Murphy executive produced show. But I watched it for Ewan McGregor, and he's amazing in it. It's a soft recommend. Soft recommend for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
5 episodes. Chill.
Have you all been watching anything new, Ben?
Well, I finished Camp Cretaceous season 3, and if y'all need just an escape, I can't tell you how great Camp Cretaceous is. This is coming from someone that does not like either of the Jurassic World movies, but Camp Cretaceous is so fun. It's so lighthearted, but the kid characters are great. There's some real stakes to it. Awesome. I tried to watch Bo Burnham's special last night, but for some reason my Netflix, my my browser player wasn't working, so I couldn't. But I watched this movie, and I don't know where I think I rented it on Amazon. It's called The Kid Detective. It's with Adam Brody. It's such a good movie, guys. Go watch The Kid Detective. It's 90 minutes. It's about
it's
Adam Brody.
Yeah, he's so good in it.
Yeah, Seth from the OC. That's like I love how like he's still Seth from the OC like 20 years later.
Upside down Spider-Man kiss. What's good? Never
Right.
forget.
But like he was a detective as a kid, solving like, my cat's missing. Oh, someone stole my lunch money, stuff like that. And like now he's like this drunk adult who's like everyone has lost faith in him, but he's still a detective. And he has to solve like an actual real mystery that the cops can't solve. It's really, really good.
And where is it on?
Just rent it on Amazon Prime. I think it's like the only place you can or on iTunes. I don't think it's free playing anywhere right now.
Okay. I'll definitely have to check that out. I need to see Mayor of Easttown.
Yes. Easttown,
Ben,
yes, very good.
You tweeted, Ben, it's spelled mayor.
I'm glad people slowly got that joke, because I know I tweeted it like at 12:30. I was like, isn't it pronounced mayor? And no one liked it. And then I think I woke up to like 5 likes. I was like, got 5 people to giggle. Yes.
No, I saw it. I was like, I think this is what it means. And if that's so, that's really funny. But it's one of those jokes that like the
like I can't hashtag mayor of Easttown. Like I'm trying to be as subtle as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm proud of my 5 likes on that stupid
I think
joke.
I liked it.
I did.
Is it good, Alex?
Sorry. It's amazing. I really loved it. It wraps up very neatly as well. Kate Winslet's great. And it's really cool, just like the whole insular community, just how interconnected everybody is. 7 episodes,
show, right?
HBO. Evan Peters is great in it also. Julianne Nicholson is also in there. I waited for the last weekend, because it just ended this past weekend. I did like I kind of binged it all in one weekend, so it was it's good strategy on my end because I couldn't bear to. I wouldn't have been able to bear the wait.
Hour long or 30 minutes?
They're hour long.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes.
Did anyone see Cruella in the time from yesterday to today that said no?
I haven't made it out to the theaters yet. Like I'm gonna watch it in the theaters because I'm not paying the the $30 premiere price, and I have A-list, so I haven't made it out there yet. Maybe tonight. I've got some stuff I need to record for next week. But other than that, like I'm not looking forward to it. But I'll give the movie a chance. I can't believe it's 2 hours and 15 minutes long. Like that's such a long. Why is that so long? Wait, Cruella, why are you so long?
I feel like that's average movie times now. Like anytime I see, when I went to go watch A Quiet Place before I saw the second one, I was shocked that it was an hour and a half. I couldn't believe that a movie was going to be an hour and a half again, because that never happens anymore.
But some of the best movies, like Kid Detective was 90 minutes. Like some of the best movies are 90 minutes to where there's just no filler. Like whether it's a drama, whether it's an action movie, whether it's comedy, it's just like every moment is filled to the brim. And I'd rather have that than 2 hours and 15 minutes. And like, trust me, you're talking to a guy that watches the special edition Lord of the Rings. I love me my 4-hour movies, but when it's just like I don't like even something like Army of the Dead. I would have loved Army of the Dead a lot more if it wasn't 2.5 hours long. It did not need to be. Like I think we're 45 minutes into the movie and they're just now getting into Vegas. I was like, what's going on here? What's happening?
What movie, and this is an audience question too, do you have any in mind that were too short? And then like what are some that are too long? I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was way too fucking long. Like the entire act 2 for me was almost miserable.
Honestly, I could have used another 10 or 15 minutes of A Quiet Place 2, speaking of what, like, it ended, no spoilers, but it just ended really suddenly for me. Like, I wasn't ready I liked the movie quite a bit, and I'm assuming it felt like an Empire Strikes Back, Two Towers-esque movie, to where, like, I feel like there's going to be a third one, and I'm definitely down for a third one. But I could have used, like, another just 10, 15 minutes of that movie, but...
Yeah.
That's the first one that comes to mind since I just watched it.
But you liked it.
I did. I really liked it. It was great.
You like the first one more still, though?
It's I almost compare it to like Alien and Aliens, where the first one is definitely like this quiet, suspenseful thriller, and this one is a little bit more like actiony. It's got like very intense moments, but it's more action. You know, they're exploring the world a little bit more. It's not just on the farm. So yeah, they're different. It's hard to compare them, but I think they're both good, but they are different.
El
for sure.
Cochino
Yeah.
Feo donated $20. Hey Ben, can you loan Steph your mustache so she can complete her Cheech cosplay for the day? Also, Jean Smart needs an Emmy for her role in Mayor of Easttown or her role in Hacks. She is a great actress.
Hey,
you-
shout out to you. Thanks for getting us started on our SCHMOEDOWN Streamlab goal to get to 500 today. You're the fucking tits. Who am I cosplaying? What's the joke, Ben?
So I have to let you borrow my mustache
Okay.
so you can be Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Oh, fuck yeah, Cheech and Chong legends.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, surf some waves, bro.
Yeah, you're already there,
I'm
bruh.
already there.
How's the water?
It's fucking nice. I don't
Are
know.
you,
It's
like,
warm.
One
never
with
s-
the current.
One with the current, just like letting it take me wherever I go, man. Let the
Yeah.
waves. Let the waves just
Righteous!
wash over me.
Righteous!
Righteous. So good. Oh, also, by the way, y'all, Mark Ellis will be coming at 11, so we'll look forward to changing that black box to an actual moving face for you. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that. Keep sending in your Streamlabs Schmobots. There's so much that you can send in about anything that y'all want to talk about. This is a good day. for
Malcolm,
us
if you
to
have,
have
if you can
conversation.
find any pictures of Molly the Wonder Dog to put in Mark's Mark's blank Skype space, I think he would be very happy about that.
It's all over his social media. You just can't miss it.
Alex, do we have any actual news stories to talk about today?
I mean, we can talk about our main topic a little bit. Just for
Alex
a
is
little bit.
always-
Just for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes,
Alex so much.
I'm just gonna come
rather
back
just
like on
talk.
all my anonymous YouTube accounts and just like the spam clickbait in the comment section.
Yeah. It's
Why are they talking about
exactly what you
this?
should be doing.
Yeah, so apparently What If will be released in August. It is officially confirmed, and it's interestingly listed as being season 1 along with Loki, so that's pretty interesting too. Steph, are you excited for the What If series coming to Disney Plus in August?
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about it though? Can you read from the article? Because I actually am not as privy to what this is or what it's going to be about. All I know is that when I was reading that article, that both that and Loki said season 1, which indicates that there could be perhaps multiple seasons with those shows. But I'm not as familiar with the premise.
Yeah, so it's based on kind of the comic series that they did for the comics, obviously comics for the comics. But they're kind of looking at the MCU and seeing like what happened if this happened instead of that. So like what if
Oh yeah.
Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter got the serum instead of Captain America? What if T'Challa was the one beamed up by Yondu and not Chris Pratt? What's his name? Star-Lord. Yes. Stuff like that.
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill, that as well. So there's gonna be 10 episodes of it. I'm super excited to see like what kind of stories they explore. This is Chadwick's one of his last roles in general, I believe. So I'm excited to hear his voice one more time.
Yeah. I forgot. That is why I was excited about this, is just to hear Chadwick again. But the series is exciting to me, but like what ifs don't really matter to me in life. Like it is what you put down, and that's what I'm gonna go with. That it is what
that's
it
going
is.
on my Tinder profile too. It is what you put down, and I can put it down. Ladies, get at me.
Hey, y'all, send in Tinder profiles. We need
Right?
those. I want to hear Tinder profiles. That one would be great. I put it down. Yeah, because I'll tell you one thing. I was telling Alex and Malcolm this before Ben got here. Men really need help on how you to talk to women. Like
Yes.
so many failures are just happening, and like I could, you know what I feel like an English teacher when you're like correcting MLA format and you're like circling where things went wrong and making edits, like 1, 2, 3. That's how I. Yes, MLA format. I need format men. We can do this. Y'all can get a lot more women if you just come correct.
Okay, what kind of bullshit is it that we already have to write essays about dumb shit and like 12-page cited papers, but on top of that, MLA format, like the certain spacings away, like 2 spaces down, indented, that like you're not gonna read my paper. You're gonna give me a C because it's not in MLA format. Fuck you. Like,
Y'all,
this is not education. I know that's like the joke, there's that meme going around. It's like, hey teacher, can you teach me how to do my taxes or balance a checkbook? Shut the fuck up and square dance. That's literally a MLA format in college. MLA format is square dancing in PE in college. But like, it's so fucking stupid that you literally can fail a 20-page whatever final midterm assignment because it's not an MLA format. Like, Sugma, bro.
Sugma. You know what I absolutely love?
Tinder profile that's going on mine.
James_McDonald donated $20. Steph, I wanted to
Thanks, James.
apologize for yesterday. I made incorrect assumptions and should have thought my messages through more. You're the best and Roxy is the realest. I'd ride with you both to Saturn and back. Hope she wins best rant. Love you all.
Hell yeah, and thank you for having such a good attitude. I love you for that. I will never forget you for that. That is so awesome because it is true. Sometimes we hear people wrong and then our reaction is wrong and then it like tumbles into this miscommunication. We're on the same page, bruh. I'm with you. I love you. Thank you for saying that. And yeah, you're the best, and I appreciate the donation. Please keep sending them in, y'all schmobots. Ben, you weren't there yesterday. I said like a little story and James like completely misunderstood it. And then Roxy, because she's my best friend, got like really protective and was like, here's why you're fucking wrong. 1, 2, 3. But I love you, James. And then he was just so nice about taking the shit well.
Wait, James who? Lavario?
McDonald.
Who's James McDonald?
I don't know. I haven't seen him much, but
friend.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's who James McDonald is. A friend of the show, a friend of me now.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was the story?
Okay, I'll tell it briefly, y'all. Just so you know, this isn't taking up all of my space. It's just a story to engage in conversation with you, okay?
You seem to be thinking about it a lot ever since
James,
then.
I haven't been thinking about it a lot. It just happens, okay? So Ben, I was at a vegan restaurant, and I was sitting, and this guy pulls up, he parks. I kind of like peep him. I look at my friend, I'm like, interesting. And he sits down. I can't really tell what he looks like, but he looks cute. And then he like strikes up conversation with me and says something about the food. I'm like, okay, cool. And then nothing happened, and we ate our food. We checked out, but right when I got up, he's like, by the way, he's like, what's your name? And then I said Steph, and he told me his name. And then he's like, can I have your Instagram or number? And I'm not going to give him my number, so I gave him my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the next day happened, which is yesterday. And I brought it to the table, to the SEN table, because I care about what y'all's opinions are. And I said, I don't understand men. It's not that I needed him to say something, but if you are interested in someone, you ask for my information. I don't get why you don't say something. Does that make sense, Ben?
Like, what do you mean by say something? Like
Like,
he did
nice
say
to meet
something,
you.
it seems like.
No, like once you have my connection on Instagram, DM me, and like as soon as you like accept, because he followed himself off my phone.
Okay.
I think this is what I think. This is my advice to men. Okay, I think you get that, and don't try to play cool. Don't try to have these fucking games of like, oh, let me wait and see. I think you you take the moment of opportunity and you say, it was really good to meet you, like initiate the conversation, like ask a question or something. So he doesn't say anything. So all I was saying was like, what do you think that psyche is? Like, I can't understand.
I don't know this guy, but in his defense, women do love the hard to get men. I will say that much. The people that I've met, women are not a monolith, men are not a monolith, but I will say that, like, I'm not saying I like being upfront. If I'm interested in someone, I'm going to let you know. If we go on a first date, I'm going to want a second date if the first date went well. I'm not going to, wait 3 days to I get you. Trust me. I'm with you on that. And it's refreshing to hear a woman say that. So there's hope for me yet. But I will say that is, especially in Los Angeles, that is not the case. Like a majority of the time, if you get someone's info, you are supposed to play hard to get. It's stupid. I hate it. I don't like it because I don't know how to do it. But I will say, and again, I don't know this fellow personally, but I will say that he's playing it safe. If he doesn't contact you by this weekend or, by tomorrow,
so
fuck
he
him.
did.
But I will say that, I don't know. I understand if he asked for it, but, I could understand, if he messaged you today, it would make sense to me.
Okay, he did. So do you want me to run through a play-by-play of the DMs? Because there's so many. I can correct them, okay?
Yes, give me the play-by-play. I don't know the whole story.
This is new.
Okay, this is all new, okay, you guys. So I post on my story, y'all might have seen a photo of a lollipop. It's a Mexican lollipop. It's my favorite type of candy. It's like a watermelon with chile on top. And he says, "Oh, we're only at 55, y'all. Keep sending in SCHMOEDOWN, Streamlabs. I want to hear all of what's
give us dating advice, guys. Give me all of your guys' dating advice through SCHMOEDOWN, because obviously I need
dating questions, dating advice, whatever you guys want to talk about around dating. This is a fun topic, but just in general, throw in those SCHMOEDOWN, whatever you want to talk about. That's what we're here for. But right now, I'm going to give a lesson in what not to do. So already was wrong because I think he should have messaged me saying, nice to meet you, and then asked a question, but didn't. So then 24 hours pass. He replies to my story. I'm so glad he doesn't have access to this show. Okay, he replies to my story of the lollipop.
I mean, it's on YouTube. I think he does.
Okay, whatever. I hope you're listening.
He may be on it.
I hope you know. Oh my God,
I think that was Truth Typer. I think that's why he was like, "Fuck this, AMC and Collider's better."
Yo, that's totally him. He's like, "Fuck this bitch." Okay, so he responds, "I'm gonna give you all of the details." Okay, guys.
Everything.
My mouth is watering. So I was like, "That's your first message to me, like a reply," and so I almost said, "That took you a long time. What's up?"
See, this is the thing, Steph. I will say, I want to hear the rest of the story. Okay. But you can't ask for my opinion about something and then bury the fucking lead that his first message was, "My mouth is watering." Come on now. I can't be trying to semi-defend this person until I have all this fucking info here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true, but this is new. So I was telling you what I found yesterday.
Okay.
What I had yesterday. Now you're caught up. So this is all, the community right now, SEN community, is hearing this for the first time.
Okay, got it.
Everyone's like, "Oh my God." Everyone's like,
"Everyone,
wow,
see, the chat's on my side. The chat is on my side."
Really, dude? Drooly boy? Yo, okay. So I just said, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this. I almost didn't say shit, but then I was like, I'll just give him a boring response. I said, "They're great." Okay?
Oof, that's cold.
Yo, if you're not gonna
No, I get it, but that's even worse than getting left on red. It's like, oh man, I almost wish you just didn't respond to that. Damn it.
Yeah, bro. Okay, young boy said, "Ha, this guy's a player." Issa Rap. Entertainment 729. No, abort, drop this juice already. Okay, so then, but yeah, there's nothing to drop, y'all. This is just fun and games. This was never a potential boyfriend. This was maybe you're fun to flirt with for a minute. And then, so he goes, "Yeah, I used to sling those out of my backpack in junior high," laugh face. would buy him by the pack. Like, trying to continue the conversation, but like,
yeah.
So then
See, he should have responded with that.
Yeah.
Like, he should have responded with that. Like, oh my gosh, I used to sell those by the pack at high school, like, or something like that, not mouth watering.
Yeah. Okay, so then I was lit last night, and I was just like, let me throw this man a fun alley-oop or a fun layup for him to dunk. Like, if he can dunk this, that will be fine. We'll have a fun little flirty kiki, okay? So I said, ha, I would have been trying to hang out with you in middle school then. Okay, for him to say, let's hang out now, right?
Yeah.
And fucking dunk that shit, bro.
Yeah.
This is what he says. You can still try. Ben!
I mean, I understand what he was trying. He was trying to say what you wanted him to say. He was just trying to be way too fucking cool about it. Like way too fucking cool. Like, dude, just admit you saw a slammin' hottie at a vegan restaurant. You got her number or her Instagram. You slid in the DMs. It worked even with your fucking Jesus Christ opening line. Somehow she got drunk enough to give you a chance, and you still fucking act cool about it, bro. Like,
Bruh, right? So I just didn't respond. What am I gonna do with that? It's just like, I will say this, man. If a girl gives you an opening like that, that's so easy. Like, I made that, like, you repeat 5th grade easy, and you don't.
That wasn't even like a layup. You're like, he's still in warm-ups. That was layup line. Like, while you're warming up for the game. Like, there's no defense. Like, just it's right there, guys.
Yeah, so now everyone's caught up. So that was a quick entrance and exit. But so I guess what I'm saying, if we want to make this a learning lesson,
can you show me a picture of him?
Yeah. I think that men, you should be more direct and clear, but not aggressive, and look for signs like that. Like, if someone says the words like hang out or like things that you can cling on to and like make it into a question, like, oh, I'm trying to hang out with you, that is so much better. Because if I don't want to hang out with you, I don't want to hang out with you. What are you going to lose by being more direct? In my opinion, some people like the game, and you could play the game by not like texting every day, but I think you could be direct about, if someone gives you their contact, you can ask if they want to hang out. Okay. I'm just gonna send it to you, Ben, because I don't want to put his shit out there. Okay. Okay. Name here says, I can't wait for the next episode of How Not to Be Stupid with Steph. LOL. If you guys like the stories, I can keep them up. My DMs are a very, very exciting place for storytelling. There are some crazy, crazy motherfuckers. But do you have any like opposite stories like that of women that y'all have either like, I don't know, like they made it too easy, or like you didn't like the way they were playing it, or how you got disinterested in them?
Well, not really for me, but
water bottle real quick. I'll be right back.
like I tried playing that game of like, like not texting and just being super, whatever. And then I realized, oh, she's kind of oblivious to my feelings, so I just straight up told her, and then she doesn't have time for it right now. So I that made me feel better, because I was like, okay, maybe this is why it's not gonna, like, this is why it won't work out, all that stuff.
Yeah, you're not playing a game.
Exactly. And so once I learned that, like, now I feel more confident in just telling people how I feel, because even though it won't work out, like, I'm sad about it, but here we are. At least I have my feelings out there.
Like, what's the point of the games? Like, it's fun. Like, for me, I think if you're like looking just to flirt, like, I could just, continue to kiki with him.
But he sucks at flirting too.
But he's exactly. If you're not even good at what you're supposed to be doing, like if I like see guys like casually, like they're my friends, and I'll like go on like dates with them or whatever. If you're no longer fun, if you need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're someone's girlfriend, be a fucking sick ass girlfriend. If you're someone's side boo, be a sick ass side boo. If you're just a flirt boy, be a good flirt boy. Like, know your role and execute that role of what you want to be doing, or else you're not going to be in that role anymore. It's just the rules are simple, you guys. We can do this. We can do this. Everyone can be happy together. But with that being said, I haven't heard a schmobot interrupt me, and that's problematic. So we keep sending in those schmobots. We really need to break 500. That is how we can be here every single day with you, which is the highlight of our weeks. We love this community. We love being here. In order to do that, we need to send in schmobots. But the good news about schmobots is that y'all can dictate how the show goes, what we do, what scenes we reenact for $25, impressions for $25, questions that y'all have for us, comments, concerns, whatever it is, throw those in right now, because y'all make us smile. And I know that some people don't always feel good about their smiles, right, Alex?
Yeah, some people are unhappy with their smiles, and they don't have to be, because thousands of people have used Candid, the clear, comfortable, removable, and practically invisible aligners to help straighten their teeth, and now they love their smile. And Candid is here to help straighten your teeth so you can fall in love with your smile too. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who is an expert in tooth movement. You'll have the same quality of care you'd get from an in-office orthodontist from the comfort and convenience of your own home. And while other companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same orthodontist who created your plan is with you from start to finish, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, and it costs thousands less than traditional braces. Become your best you. Start straightening your teeth today. And right now you can save $75 on Candid Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/SENLive and use code SENLive. That's candidco.com/SENLive. Code SENLive. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/SENLive, code SENLive. Candid.
Good job, Alex. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. I just got a text from Winston Marshall. Fuck yeah, Winston. Thank you for being with us listening. Okay, so he says, question to you and the panel in the vein of the dating topic. So Winston's already getting us started on dating questions. Throw those in, streamlabs.com/SCHMOEDOWN. Anything y'all have about dating, throw it in. Funny stories, I want to hear it. So Winston says, read a story of a girl who was invited to get drinks on his roof at like 9 p.m. The girl says, great, but don't get any ideas, wink face. The guy says, that's cool, but I would kind of prefer to have a meetup where the option
Just
is
Kuo
there.
donated $25. Ilbite, what is your craziest DM story, Steph?
Okay, I'll answer that in 1 second. This is exactly what we fucking need
Exactly.
today.
How are you guys like?
Who's-
Steph's DM
what-
stories, like, come on. How could you
Who
not
sent
want that?
in? Who sent that in?
That was just Quo.
Just quote. Hell yeah, that's the energy we need today. That's some BDE. Thank you. Okay, so back to this. Guy says, that's cool, but I would kind of prefer to have a meetup where the option is there if the mood feels right. The girl says, then maybe you should find other plans. Kiss, wink face. A bunch of girls read this and said he was super disrespectful. Do y'all agree?
I think if someone says don't get any ideas with a wink face, they're like, they're not closing the door, but they're putting it out there to like, if it's a first date, she's being safe. She's meeting him at his rooftop to have drinks. She's being safe. She's taking care of herself. Like, dude, she said, don't get any ideas, wink face. Like, yeah, it might happen, brother. It still might happen. You guys are getting drinks 20 feet away from your apartment. It could still happen. Just let the night happen. Like, you don't need to say, I don't know. I don't really want to meet unless I know there's a chance they're going to bone. Like, get...
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Alex, what do you think? I agree with that.
I also agree with that. Just live in the moment. Just do your thing.
Because
you don't have to. If you
I
have a
don't
goal in
know if
mind,
she should
sometimes you
feel.
just
It's hard to say that I can't tell her, like she shouldn't feel disrespected. If she felt disrespected, she felt disrespected. But like I'm glad he was upfront and honest about it. But also, it's just like, dude, like it probably could have still happened.
Okay, asterisk. Winston says, sorry, forgotten element. The plot thickens, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
This was a second date, and they had already hooked up. Hooked up wasn't defined, though. We don't know what hooked up. That could have been made out, or that could have been fucked. We don't know. So they had, okay, because her response, great, but don't get any ideas, wink, is something that I've probably said. There's only been one time in the recent future where like I never met this guy. Like I think he like DM'd me or so, it was some thing where I hadn't met him, and it's truly about safety that I would say something like that you like we have to meet in public, like
Yeah.
I mean there's always like yeah. So but if they've met, I don't know. So with that information, do you change your opinion at all?
I mean, not really. No. Like it honestly makes it even worse. Like if they already had hooked up, and then she's coming over for drinks. Like drinks on a rooftop is like such an aphrodisiac. Like you're most likely it's gonna happen again, brother. Like you've got the setup. She's just like she's probably just doing it so she doesn't feel like a booty call or something. She's just like, oh, that sounds great. We're meeting at 9 p.m., not midnight. Hell yeah. Just don't get any ideas, even though last time my panties around your forehead, but not this time. It's like people say this dumb shit all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a fucking dumbass. Honestly,
he's definitely. I don't know if he's disrespectful, but he's definitely stupid.
That's how I feel. I think this guy, obviously y'all aren't vibing, because if y'all were vibing, this wouldn't happen. And I think that he's being a control freak, and I really don't like that. Like the fact that he like needs to know that the vibe is there, or that there's a possibility to see you, means he's not that interested in you. Because like if a guy really likes you for you, which is not often, and like I feel this too with myself, so I'm not saying that, like I think like everyone has this, like guys don't a lot of times like you for you. So if you know that, I mean, these are indicating words that that's how he feels. Like he like likes you to hang out because there's a potential of like the sexual connection between you two, not because like he just wants to vibe with you.
Yeah, like everything, like it was, you got to read between the lines, fellas. Read between the lines. And that's where that flirtation was between the lines. Like you obviously had a great first date with whatever degree, even if you just made out at the end of the date. Because hookup is definitely not, a front door kiss or something. It's at least an elongated makeout on a couch somewhere. But
has to be on the couch.
Yep. But yeah, just I don't know. That's frustrating because I want that text. Don't get any ideas, winky face. Can I get that fucking text from somebody?
All right.
Yeah, the response is, "Don't worry, I'm a gentleman."
Yeah, like all good, just trying to hang out with you. Yeah. That is fucking sexy. Holy shit, if someone like all good, just trying to vibe with you, just trying to be with you, that's like panty dropper. Like that's what I don't get. Like what are you missing? Like even if you were a douche, like you should only say that if you actually meant that. But if you were a douche like him and you wanted that, like that is the approach.
Yeah.
If you want to be a manipulative prick, it won't work in the long run, but like whatever you're doing here is not going to work in the short term.
Yeah. And that's like everyone in the chat's like, yeah, see, I'd love to get that text. Like, yeah, everybody like knows. Like, I don't get, like, it's fine if he just wants to hook up. It's, it's fine if like he's being clear with his intentions and stuff like that. But it's just like, it was gonna happen, dude. Like, you guys were gonna hook up that night. It was gonna happen.
Like, here's the difference, and I'm like learning this more, just experiencing life and being around a lot of women and men as friends. And there's obviously the stereotype that like men can just fuck without emotion and it's harder for women. And I was like questioning that idea for a long time because I, as y'all know, came out of a really, really, really bad 4-year relationship. So now I've been single for 2 years, 2 years coming up, and I have zero attachment to everyone. So I've been like playing with the idea of like, well, if I have sex with people, I feel like I'm not attached, so that must mean like women aren't feeling that way. But I will say that even though the difference that I'm finding is that men don't need like a vibe to fuck, women need a vibe to fuck. Some of them get attached just like some men get attached, but they will not want to fuck if there's not like a mutual vibe, even if that vibe is casual, even if that's, we're not going to be dating, we're not pursuing dating, we are just like vibing, hanging out and wanting to have sex. The sex is going to be so much better if you actually have like a decent connection and vibe. And B, she's going to be way cooler, and they're not going to be like this sort of bullshit back and forth between y'all, because it seems like that's what this is not like a serious relationship building, more of like just fun. That's my 2 cents.
No, it's definitely a vibe. Like you have to have like, and I'm not big into like astrology or anything like that, but you know, like the energy has to be there. Like you have to, like, you just kind of have to feel it out. And yeah, men don't need that. It's true, we don't.
Yeah, men are like, ooh, she wants me. Yeah, they're already hard. Like it's like,
but also it's like a lot of men, like some men, like, we don't have that self-confidence. So like when someone's like, hey, do you want to get naked? We're like, oh my God, yes.
It's just all in or nothing.
Like
the
words
God.
in between, like, it's like, hey, I hate you so much. Do you want to get naked? Because you're the worst person I could ever think of sleeping out. We're just focused on that middle part and be like, yes!
Yeah. Like, get there, you guys, and then it's gonna be so much better for everyone. I promise you. Reminder: send in your schmo bots. We're talking about dating, relationships, sex, movies, TV, the whole shebang. Anything, opinions, questions, concerns. Drop it in. I know that we have one that I haven't answered yet. My craziest DMs.
Yeah.
The craziest one, I'll look through some of them right now. The craziest one, though, still to this day, is the only one that I've like made really public, was when that guy with like 3 followers was like, what did it say? Hey, I really like your profile. I'm a porn director and would love to see the way that your ass bounces on dick. Let me know if you're interested, or something like that. Something fucking crazy.
That was just my Finsta. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah. That was fucked up of you to do that to me. And then I get asked about people being my cuckold.
Steph responded, "Don't get any ideas, winky face."
Yeah, winky face. Is that okay? He's like, actually, no. I was trying to.
No.
I was actually trying to like fuck. You know what I mean? The cuckold ones are really like savage. Like I didn't even know what the word cuckold meant until the DMs. So that means like I could fuck whoever I want and they just like watch and they're like submissive.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I never really.
Well, I know like in the traditional term, it's where like a married man gets cheated on by his wife. Then like the man that like had sex with his wife has made him a cuckold. Like, yeah, I know that. I don't know it in your DM terms. I don't know that.
Yeah. Let's see. So
I think classically it implies raising someone.
Oh. Well,
like,
why would I let?
Definitely not Googling this term, by the way.
Yeah, Google it. Yeah. I'm looking through my DMs. Let's see. Obviously dick pics.
Yep. It's cool, like, cause if I get I don't get dick pics, but like even if I get a pic from someone I'm not following, it like censors it out, and then don't you have to like click it twice to like unblur it? So That was a pretty cool thing Instagram
Yeah,
implemented.
it is nice because when you don't want to see like dicks, unless you want to actually be with a dick, they're not attractive. I do not know how to explain this to men. Like, no one wants to see your dick pic unless I'm actually asking you. Like, if the vibe has been so upfront that like I need that, I want that. Don't ever like women don't want to see your dick pics. We do not want to see your dick.
They're just not photogenic, honestly.
No, they're not. They're really not. It's an in-person type of situation.
Yep.
Yeah. I would say that with like so many different body parts, but yeah, the dick specifically. All right. Well, that was fun. Little segment that we've been doing. If you guys want to play along, send in your schmobots. We are you guys, do you love me? Do you love us? Do you love me? I feel like what's going on? We're at $80. It's 10:56. Mark's gonna come here and he's gonna fire me. And it's going to be really awkward. So get in your schmobots. We're talking about so many fun things right now. Y'all are lit in the chat. Can you show up in the schmobot, please? Okay,
Right.
I love you. Yeah, thank you. I feel like y'all are really liking this conversation. If you like it and you have more questions, throw those in. That's how we can keep it going. Alex, where are we next? What did we have?
Well, I got to tell you something. If you want to protect yourself from dick pics and everything,
Yep.
you gotta stay safe. You gotta stay, secure. And just want to tell you about ExpressVPN, because have you ever browsed in incognito mode? Probably not as incognito as you think. And why would it be? Incognito mode, like the Chrome browser itself, is a Google product. And Google has made its fortune by tracking your movements online. There's even a $5 billion class action lawsuit against the company in California, where it's accused of secretly collecting user data. Google's defense: incognito does not mean invisible. So how do you actually make yourself as invisible as possible online? ExpressVPN. Turns out that even in incognito mode, your online activity still gets tracked and data brokers still get to buy and sell your data. One of these data points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP to uniquely identify you and your location. But with ExpressVPN, your connection gets rerouted through an encrypted server and your IP address is masked. Every time you connect to ExpressVPN, you get a random IP address shared by many other ExpressVPN customers, and that makes it harder for third parties to identify you or harvest your data. Best of all, ExpressVPN is super easy to use. No matter what device you're on, phone, laptop, smart TV, all you have to do is tap one button for instant protection. So if you really want to go incognito and protect your privacy, secure yourself with the #1 rated VPN. Visit expressvpn.com/SCN and get 3 extra months for free. That's ExpressVPN, ExpressVPN.com/SEN. ExpressVPN.com/SEN. Sneaky, 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 sneaky.
Hey, thank you, Alex. Much appreciated. We lost Ben in the making. Okay, anything else going on in the world of movie and TV news?
I saw that Jonathan Majors, star of Lovecraft Country, he was also in Spike Lee's The Five Bloods, amongst many other things, and he will be playing King the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He just got cast in Creed 3. So, are you excited about that? He'll be most likely facing off against Michael B. Jordan in the movie. Could he be playing Mr. T's son? Who knows?
Hell
What do you think,
yeah,
Steph?
I'm so excited about that. I loved Lovecraft Country. I thought him and Journey Smollett both deserved all the nominations for lead actor and actress. I think they totally got snubbed. Their performances were insane. I think people just didn't like the way the last 2 episodes unfolded, so I think it got overshadowed in that sense. But I am so happy that he is booking, because he absolutely should be. He's such an incredible actor. Journey Smollett booked a little bit more before Lovecraft Country. She's obviously Canary, she's the best in that. And so, but I haven't heard much news since that, so I'm looking forward to see what she's going to be up to. But I am excited for him to be in the new Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. I think that will be a really cool introduction for him to be in the MCU. Ben, are you familiar with him in any roles that he's played?
Yeah, I tweeted this when I saw this article. It's like, shout out to the costume department from Last Black Man in San Francisco, because like he's wearing like baggy stuff and like because like he's ripped. He's
Yeah.
a huge person, and you could not. He was like the soft-spoken poetry guy in Last Black Man in San Francisco, which you guys haven't seen that movie. It was one of my favorites of 2019. It's so good. But yeah, that was my takeaway. I was like, oh, so he's like Michael B. Jordan buff. Got it. Like if he's facing off against Michael B. Jordan in a boxing ring, like he is absolutely ripped out of his mind. And I can't wait because everyone loved Creed. I honestly love Creed 2 more than Creed because I love the Ivan Drago story and the Victor Drago, his son. I like seeing the adversary and like what they were going through, you know, living like in destitute like Russia, like, you know, being cast aside from their government after they lost the Rocky match and then coming all the way back. I really love that vibe and that like seeing not quote unquote the villain, because like it's like, oh no, these are still human beings. Like I know Ivan Drago is just like this, you know, steroid induced Russian communist robot, but I like the human aspect of it afterwards. So I'm looking forward to this. I know Michael B. Jordan's directing too, so I think it's going to be a really, really good movie. And Jonathan Majors, like, he's blowing up right now, and I'm so like I'm always happy for actors like getting their MCU, their Star Wars. And speaking of guys,
Gustocky donated $20.
get his MCU or Star
Just
Wars.
sending a little love your way. Thank you for entertaining us every day.
Thank you, GL Stocky.
Mark Ellis, thanks for gracing us with your presence.
Hi, kids. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. By my watch, I'm 3 minutes late. Did we start the show earlier than that?
We started it 3 minutes ago, so you're fine.
Okay, good, good.
You're fine.
Very happy to be here. Y'all look great. Is that Malcolm?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh my gosh. So can everybody see Malcolm or is it just us?
Just us.
Just y'all.
Okay, look.
Just you special.
Look.
Yeah.
Folks, let me tell you something. If you think Ben Goddard is dreamy, if you think Alex Marzoña is sexy, match the voice of Malcolm. That's exactly what you're getting with the real McCoy. From what I can tell, he might have a bunch of pancake makeup on, but you look fantastic, sir.
Thank you so much. I feel so.
Yeah, Malcolm, it's been so much better being able to see your face. So thanks for letting us have that.
How y'all doing? How we doing? What are we talking about?
Mark, we're doing so good. Do you want to know how much money we've made?
Yeah, how many thousands of dollars have we raked in?
We're at 103.
Okay, we can look. It's a hump day. It's kind of a lazy Wednesday. I get that, but I do have an idea for a tier for today if y'all want it.
I'm
yes,
ready.
Mark.
Okay, so I had to work a fair amount this morning, so Junior couldn't go to his cryo freezing establishment when I wanted to, so I'm going to go later today. Here's what we'll do. So we're at $100 now. If we can get to $300, I'll let the panel here pick what song that they play when I'm in the chamber, and I'll videotape it and I'll put it up on Instagram. So you can.
How long are you in there for? How long are you in the cryo chamber for?
3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
Oh, that's a good time for a song.
Yeah, so you can
How
pick.
How long is Hella Batgirl?
Yeah, we have to get his vibe right for the rest of the day.
We really do.
Let me check my song durations.
Okay.
Marzoña on Spotify.
Ooh, you know what else we could do? We could do another tier where it's like $500 and one of y'all has to do cryo for the first time, unless any of y'all done it before.
No,
I've never done it and I want to.
So $500 and Ben will do cryo.
Yeah, Ben, you have to do it within a week.
How much is it?
What do you mean? How much is it?
Like, how much is the cryo?
It's $500. That's what we're paying for with the SCHMOEDOWN.
Yeah, no, it's on the house. It's on. I guess.
On Big Papa.
If Christian's daddy, I guess I'm mommy. So it's on mommy when you.
Okay. All right, so guys, if we get to $500, I will film myself getting cryotherapy, and I don't like the cold, so it'll be interesting.
Neither do I. How
does it work though? Do you like it?
I love it. I was on the road for a week and I missed it. I do like this red light therapy and then I go into the chamber and I just missed it. My body could feel the difference and I also treated my body like a complete garbage can for a week when I was out of town. So the combination of those two things, it's very nice to be back to my cute little routines in LA.
Any funny stories from back home, Uncle Mark?
You know, I saw a lot of fun pictures, a lot of fun meetups that everybody was having out here because people are starting to get back out in the world a little bit. And as fun as all that looked, I did not miss any of it. I didn't have any FOMO simply because hanging out with my family is my happy place. Like, it's so oddly meditative when I'm helping my nephew do his Legos because we're both at the same skill level with it. He's 7. He's actually a little bit better than I am now. And so we just get into our like Zen state. And then every so often he'll just like punch me and say, "You're it," and run out of the room and I have to chase him. But more often than not, we just like, we do Legos, we hang out. Junior has a couple Coors Lights to close the day out. And it's just a good old fashioned family hootenanny. And I missed it so much.
Aw, I'm glad you got
It's
to
so
go
great to
home.
see family. Honestly, it's like it's the simplest things, but it's really great.
It is. I got very lucky. I know not everybody vibes with their family all that much.
Yeah,
so I got
whatever
lucky.
you consider family, but it is lucky when it's like your DNA. You're like, you're kind of cool. It took me like 23 years to look at all of them and say, I like you guys.
I was the same way. I had to get out of college first, and then get out here to really appreciate how much I loved going back home for holidays and stuff like that. But and that's just like me and my brother and my sister fought constantly as kids, but now as adults we're so tight, and it's just because I think we've been through all that crap together that it's almost like you were rivals when you were playing and then you retire and you're like, you know what, we had some good
El
wars, didn't
Cochino
we?
Fair donated $20. Hey Mark, sorry not sorry to interrupt. Do you agree that the Shmeebot voice sounds like Mike Pinder reading the late lament poem from the end of Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues?
Ooh, that's good. Let me see if I can remember the poem. Breathe deep, the gathering gloom. Watch light fade from every room. I can't remember the rest of it. But yeah, that's a great call. And the Schmobot sounds exactly like the end of the Moody Blues song.
Moody Blues song.
I know the song. I don't know the poem at all.
Yeah, so usually when they play the song,
Mark speaks of. Every song, Mark, you bring up, I don't know.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell everybody, including your World Girls homie Roxy, how great the band Boston is, and nobody wants to believe they're even a band. We also have the Moody Blues, who were like a 70s sort of singer-songwriter, but they had some cool funk in there too. They had a song called Nights in White Satin, which might be their biggest hit, but when you hear it on the radio, they usually cut off the end poem that they read. It's super creepy. The poem is like, it's hard to, don't play that before you go to bed. You're going to have night terrors.
I really don't think I will play it, Mark, unless it's just some song I should
Listen to the song, though. I think you'd like the song, though, Steph. Nights in White Satin's a good song.
Yeah.
Nights in White Sand?
Satin. Yeah.
Satin. Nights in Satin. Okay. Okay, can you make me a playlist of all the
El Cochino Feo donated $20. Breathe deep, the gathering gloom, watch lights fade from every room. Bedsitter people look back and lament another day's useless energy spent.
Yeah, and then it goes on from there, and but at the end we are who determines what's real and what is an illusion? I don't know. It's pretty deep. It's pretty like Pink Floyd-y. Let's just get high and think about what this really means. And then you come to find out they were probably just high themselves in the studio and are like, these words sound cool together. That's how art happens, kids.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like meta. That's one of my favorite artists, Janae Aiko. She has an album.
El
called
Cochino Feo donated $20. Impassioned lovers wrestle as one. Lonely man cries for love and has none. New mother picks up and suckles her son. Senior citizens wish they were young.
And then it starts to wrap up. So I have a feeling we might have one more schmo.
Okay.
Oh, there's okay.
It
So
reminds me
it's
of
all
that live song. What's it called? Lightning crashes in old mother grass.
that Pearl Jam.
No, but I only have one 90s singer's voice.
You have the accurate one. That's how everybody tried to sound. And the band live, I don't know if they started out in Pennsylvania. They used to come in. My uncle has a record shop in York, Pennsylvania called Iko's. If any of y'all go to Iko's, send me the pic on social media. And he said Live used to come in occasionally, and that they were kind
El
of dorks.
Cochino Feo donated $20. Cold-hearted orb that rules the night removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right and which is an illusion. Bong goes the gong.
Okay.
Alan Smithy donated
Okay,
$20. This is a donation for the hashtag Free Malcolm's Face Fund. We want to see his luxurious skin and pearly white teeth. Does he have a sexy Goddard-style mustache? A chiseled chin? Maybe a cool facial scar from a bar fight? Also hi Steph, Ben, Alex and Mark.
All of the
Yeah.
above.
Yeah, all of the above and more. You have no idea. Okay,
Mhm.
we're 300 away from our 500 goal. We are 200 away from picking or Ben going to cryo with Mark. Will it be a date situation or a separate timing?
It could be a mandate if he wants. We'll
I'd
work
love
it out.
nothing more than a cryo mandate.
Can I
Curtis
just, like,
Lopez
be the
donated
mom who-
$20. New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. For the summer I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer.
Yep.
Why
That's
didn't that
not-
guy slide in your DMs with that, Steph?
He's not using his brain. He didn't want a response. That's
Steph, do
why.
you recognize that song or no?
No, what is it?
Oh my God!
How
How
do
did you
girls
not
that
recognize that
wear
song?
Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah. That's, Alex, you know that song. Did you ever perform LFO?
No. I think what I was like, that was like before I started playing music. So I never covered this song, but I'm familiar
Wow,
with it.
you really
On the radio
missed
a lot.
out, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph, it was around like the early 2000s maybe. LFO was like a boy band, and they had one song talking about girls they like to hang out with for the summer. So
Yeah.
Alex, can you sing a preview of it? Because I have no idea what it is.
I
But
love
I might
girls
know.
that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh!
Take her if I
I
had
saw
one wish. She's been gone since that summer.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the line Chinese food makes me sick. Like the fact that that was part of the chorus. Like
Yeah.
Rude.
they were really just trying to get anything to rhyme at that point.
Yeah. Can you imagine being in that writing room? They were like, yes!
Nailed it.
Food makes me sick. That's deep, bruh. Yeah.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Okay, Alex, where are we next?
I don't know. Do you still want to talk about Creed 3? Everyone got their opinions on Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, Mark,
out?
who do you want Jonathan Majors to be in Creed 3? Who do you want the adversary to be in Creed 3?
Ooh, this is news to me. I know Creed 3, we have like a tentative release year, right? It's like 2022.
I believe 2023, but
Okay.
I will verify that.
Here's my thing. I think that Apollo Creed, the legend, played by Carl Weathers, if he fathered one kid out of wedlock, there's a chance that he might have fathered multiple kids out of wedlock. And if you come from Apollo's seed, you probably are good at boxing. So maybe there's another Creed out there.
Ooh. I saw that that PJ retweeted that. I like that theory.
Okay.
So there's
And then
another Creed?
There's another quote unquote bastard child.
Oh.
or it could just be
no,
Mr. T's kid, and I'd be fine with Clubber Lang's kid.
Oh, it's like a brother off. That's
A
what they're
brother off.
predicting.
I would love, because I was talking about like how Ivan Drago got like his kind of redemption story of not being just like the communist steroid robot in Creed 2.
Mhm.
I would love to see Mr. T's redemption arc from going like, I'm gonna beat you, fool, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you so bad. Oh, I'm happy your trainer died. I would love to see Mr. T give like a thoughtful, like caring performance. Honestly, I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, that,
Kind of want
Huh.
to keep Clubber Lang as Clubber Lang. I just want him to just be. I just want him to just exist in that movie.
Just like nothing's changed in 30
Nowhere
years.
else.
I love it.
Yeah.
God. Wait, so Creed 3 is coming out in 2020. I feel like it's not going to
November
come out in
2022.
20. That's for sure the date?
That's as of now.
Huh.
I'm gonna say I feel like 2023 sounds right, because I mean if they're still casting the thing, who knows when they're gonna start filming.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's 18 months
Yeah.
from now. November
Fair
2022.
point.
That seems
Redacted.
Like
Redacted.
Yeah. I have no idea and we don't know if Mr. T storyline is involved. Is that just all speculation, or is that for sure?
It's all speculation as of right now, I
Oh.
believe. Just because
Okay.
it's the third Creed movie and Clubber Lang showed up in the third Rocky movie, so
Yeah.
maybe some history mirroring each other. But to be honest, I love this franchise so much, and now I think I'm starting to get a little protective of it because I thought the first two were so great that like I'd be cool getting another one, but I'm not going to get my expectations high because I just don't want anything to affect how I feel
Yeah.
about the first two. So you can go wherever you want from here. You could have Adonis Creed fight the Muppets in space, and I'd be like, okay, cool, nice effort. Just don't ruin what we got with Creed 1 and Creed 2.
What about the Muppets from space, Mark? Can you fight the Muppets from space?
You know, Ben, when you talk about prepositions, it's all the same thing. As long as it's in the context of the free for all. Oh,
Yes,
by the way,
absolutely.
speaking of SCHMOEDOWN, I hope my connection's better today because I upgraded. This is Mark's first appearance anywhere on Ethernet. Thank you.
Ooh,
Wow.
he's not regular. Ethernet. I'm on that too. Look at us.
You know,
It is
Maud
so
Garrett was talking about fiber. I think I might try and look up if I can do fiber in my area, because I really want to AT&T fiber instead of Spectrum, because I think I'm
What is
so tired of
that?
Spectrum.
I think I have the fiber. I have AT&T, I know that.
Okay.
But
I
yeah, I
think
still went to Ethernet.
Oh yeah, I feel like you need an Ethernet in any area in LA if you're streaming.
Yeah, we were doing
it's-
a match, and there was a little bit of glitching apparently with me, which sucks because when I'm in my apartment, I feel like I'm doing a great job. But the fans can only see what. Luckily, it wasn't like a 5-rounder, so there wasn't like the thing that really horrifies me, that keeps me up at night, is if something breaks down during a live speed round with my internet. That's gonna break my heart because there's no real way to fix that. That's super fair. So hopefully it never happens. That was me knocking on wood, and hopefully this Ethernet situation. But here's the other problem I have. I still have to secure the wire because I have like all these phone cords coming in.
That's how mine is.
Yeah,
it's upstairs. It's so janky.
Yeah, and so you don't have, your dog is at your parents' place. So
my dad tries to make me take her. It's so sad.
Isn't it the worst? They always make you feel so bad when you leave. Like you're the worst parent.
Like, you want me to take Boo away from her 2 brothers? That's so rude.
Your dog's name is Boo?
Yeah. She was named after Boo because it's cute, and like she's like a Halloween baby, and then also To Kill a Mockingbird is like my favorite book. And
I was actually gonna ask you that if she's named after Boo Radley.
yeah, Boo Radley. What were you saying though, Mark?
That's who Adonis Creed should fight in Creed 3. Boo Radley. We should have get Boo this thing in the world.
Cut up.
Yeah, give me Creed because they're talking about mixing the Fast and Furious movies with Jurassic Park, and I'm like, just mix Creed with everything. Just have whoever your champion from that cinematic universe is, let them come fight Adonis Creed. So let Rey train against Adonis Creed. Let whoever from Lord of the Rings, let Frodo go take on Adonis Creed. Let's just keep throwing fools into the ring against Adonis.
Who wins, Legolas or Adonis Creed?
Legolas is quick, but Legolas has no punching power. Legolas is just quick with the arrow, so he'd be like Floyd Mayweather. One shot from Adonis that gets him, Legolas, down goes Legolas.
Yeah,
down goes the L.
Mark, are you going to get the Logan Paul fight?
I am. If I'm guaranteed at least 2 hours of Snoop, then I will pay for that, and I won't even care about watching the fight. I don't even need to see it. I just need to hear Snoop commentate on it. That's all I care about.
He is the best sports commentator other than Stephen A. Smith right now to me.
The greatest I've ever seen on the mic. Number 1, Andrew Guy. Number 2, Snoop.
Are you serious?
Andrew's really good.
Snoop and Shaq are living. Good. I feel like no one lives as much life as Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal. They're sponsored by literally everything under the sun. Like everyone talks about how many commercials Peyton Manning has. Fucking Shaquille O'Neal is sponsored by everything you buy. You're literally sponsored by everything you buy. And he's out there paying for people's engagement rings. He's DJing. He's on a red carpet screaming for Nick Jonas. Shaq is living everything you should do after you retire from being like the best athlete of all time.
We should change Shaq's name to Amazon.
Really should.
Shaq Fresh.
What's the pitch?
Yes.
What's the pitch, Mark?
So you change Shaq's name to Amazon, and then he can just be a walking billboard, kind of like a NASCAR driver, where he just goes out and he's got like all these different patches of all these corporations. And like, here's the thing: Shaq might not actually exist in the physical world anymore. He might have become an NFT. Shaq might just exist in cyberspace, and like you can't actually meet him anymore because he's everywhere. He's omniscient. He is all places at all times.
Yes.
I think I would, if I was Jeff Bezos, I would put money back into Amazon and make sure that that happens. That's quite the pitch, Mark.
If I could invest in Shaquille stock, I would.
And Shaq is also just like, every time I watch an NBA game, I'm so tempted to order the Papa John's stuffed crust pizza. I need to try it at some point.
But honestly, let's talk about how trash Papa John's is.
Oh,
okay. In reference to just comparing the delivery chains, because it's unfair to do it.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
we're not talking.
I did this. I had my fast food tier list. Domino's is number 1.
Okay. Yeah, and Papa John's is what, last?
Oh, I have Papa John's like F tier.
I would go Little Caesars pizza before Papa John's any day.
I will ratify that comment simply because of Crazy Bread. Crazy Bread is the X factor.
Crazy Bread and $5 Hot and Ready's changed the entire game.
Yeah.
Hot and Ready's, and that's when the $5 footlong came out. That's when the $5 KFC thing came out. That's when the $5 box at Taco Bell. Like, Little Caesars revolutionized like fast food because of their Hot and Ready.
Little Caesars was so good. My problem with Little Caesars back when I was a kid is they used to have like this carryout deal that my family would get every like Wednesday or something, but they were so cheap. They didn't have a pizza box. It was a flat cardboard thing. And then they put like wax paper over it. And you're like, Little Caesars, come on.
Oh my God, that's like the snack box at a baseball game for kids. Like they give you like the nachos with the Kraft cheese melted. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't even get nacho cheese.
But you can eat like 30 Little Caesars pizzas for the price of 2 Papa John's. I don't hate Papa John's pizza. I'm fine with it. But my issue with Papa John's is they have more hidden fees than like booking an air flight. Like you order one pizza and then all of a sudden you're like $60. What did I do? I just wanted one papadilla. Why did I pay $60?
No, pepperoni's extra. Also, the Papa John's guy just pisses me off. As soon as he enters the screen, I'm like, boo! Get him off!
Steph, if you hate the Papa John's guy, do you want to treat yourself later today?
Yeah.
Here's what you do. You just Google drunk Papa John's, because he's been like to so many Louisville games, he's just gotten trashed.
Manny_Rivera donated $25. What up, Schmo fam? What are your worst date/hookup stories? Worst one I had was in HS. Best friend and his girl set me up. Girl from Texas.
Ooh.
I couldn't swim and she took my hand and we went into the lake. We almost drowned, made out after.
Was that the best or worst?
Sounds pretty fun.
That was a roller coaster right there.
Thank you, Manny.
That's the best of times and the worst of times.
Right.
Yeah. That was Manny.
Did you guys make out or did she resuscitate you?
Yeah, what happened? That was like in the Sandlot when he fake drowns and then gets a lifeguard to see. Yeah, Squints. I love that movie. Let us know in the chat if that was a good or bad date. That sounded good to me. I feel like if you're around, what?
Yeah, the near drowning thing. Here's the thing. You just can't get too caught up in the moment like, oh, we almost drowned, we survived, so we should probably make out. Like maybe take 5 minutes, walk around the block, and then see if you still want to make out. Don't just get so swept up in your emotions that you have to have a notebook moment just because you survived this stupid thing that you weren't supposed to be doing in the first place.
You're like, water? Oh, let's fucking make out now. Oh my God, rain? Clothes off. That's how you engage with the weather.
Yeah, we gotta ask Alex about that when he gets back from his surfing trip.
Yeah. Mark, you missed it. The whole first hour we were just talking about dating. So I'm so glad that person wrote that in. keep sending in your dating stories, but I do want to know if you thought that one was good or not. He adds, do y'all have any really crazy good or bad dating stories? That's what Manny's question was, right?
Yeah, worst date. He was mainly asking for worst, but I mean,
Oh, okay.
crazy sounds good too.
I don't think that I have had any like crazy like one way or another. I have kind of a rule, like when I go on the road, not that I'm being pursued by many people, but when I go on the road, if I just met you at the club that night, let's have a drink and call it a night. I just because I just don't want to deal with it, like meeting someone and then you wake up the next day and you're like, so, hey, high five. Remember my name? Like, I don't want to do that crap. One time I went out on a first date with someone, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. And it was before I met Molly's mom. And I went out on a date and she was cool. She was cute. But the problem was we just did not vibe. And you could literally tell within 30 seconds because we both agreed to get Ubers to this bar. We were going to go get drinks. And the Uber on the way there was playing Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen. I'm like, sweet, this is a good sign. I get there and I'm like, yeah, it was a good ride over. I heard Glory Days from Springsteen. And she's like, oh, I cannot stand Bruce Springsteen. And I'm like, all right, we can get through this. And she's like, Bruce Springsteen and the Beatles are the two bands that I just don't get why people like. And I'm like, this is going to be really tough. This is going to be really tough. Yeah. Awkward goodnight kiss. And then never saw her again.
Wait, to just say that they're bad, like you can say it's not my thing, but they're not bad by any.
Yeah, I felt a little attacked, and then later on, like an hour later, we're at the bar and Van Halen comes on, and I'm like, don't address this as Van Halen. I don't want to hear her thoughts on Van Halen. I can't risk it.
Oh yeah, that would have been too bad.
Well, it's one thing like if like he had a good ride. The fact that like she kept trying to make a point that she didn't like Bruce Springsteen, it's like if someone says that, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, fuck this band. Like it's just like a rude thing to say. And congrats on being so counterculture. You don't like the Beatles. That doesn't make you interesting.
Yeah, just let us get into the flow of the game a little bit. Like that, just to me, that move is akin to an NBA playoff game. The jump ball happens, and as soon as the point guard catches it, he just chucks it up into the stand. It's like, wait, let's get into a rhythm with the game before we start throwing jabs like this.
People, man,
yeah, don't start with the things you don't
not
like.
Watching Game of Thrones tonight? No, you're not. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
And then Ben, you did tell us once a really bad dating story.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give us an abridged version? That one's actually really good.
I just got screamed at for not liking the Kardashians.
Like actually, Mark screamed at.
And this is the thing. Like she said, like she had like Kylie makeup on, like whatever her brand is. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I'm not I don't really watch the Kardashians or anything like that. I'm not a big fan of them. And that's like I said it like that. I didn't say it like your date, like, oh, I fucking hate the Kardashians, right. Like. And she went off on me so hard in the middle of a bar.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I just I think that's actually more funny than anything. I wish a guy would try to go off at me at a bar. I would laugh so hard. That would bring me so much joy.
Steph will get out of her car in moving traffic, so don't think when she's standing still.
Yeah, I'll go back to high school stuff. I will wild out. I will take off my hoop earrings and start getting. No, I wouldn't. I would just laugh. That would be funny if a guy was that obnoxious. But usually, I feel like women can be a little bit more protective about the things they love. Like Mark did a classic guy thing. It's like, oh, you don't like what I like? I'll just be silent about it.
Yeah, I think we quickly shifted to like, so what do you do? Like that sort of thing. I mean, look, I'm still trying to make an effort. And if you don't like the same art that I do, I can accept it. But I feel like Steph would be a great dating ref. Like Steph, you should just hang out at nice restaurants and just if there's a discrepancy at the table, you have like a referee jersey and you just walk up. You hear the argument.
Mark This is my actual dream. I have been through so many types of people, relationships, so many friends with relationships. I don't want to say I'm an expert, but I feel like I know a lot. I feel like I know when there's I can be a good third party when someone says something that wasn't interpreted correctly, or be like, no, pause. This is what you meant to say. This is how you should have said it. That would be my dream. So what restaurant should I go to?
Not Buffalo Wild Wings. I would probably say.
Oh my god!
Do Vitello's, the Italian place.
Okay.
It's in the Valley, and it's famous because that's where Robert Blake and his wife ate the night she died. We still don't really know who did it, but it's also like really good Italian food, and it's a nice date spot.
I used to go to Casa Vega all the time.
I know people that love that place.
They go to it in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's
Tarantino. There's a margarita there named after Quentin Tarantino.
Really? Wow. I didn't know that. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, Casa Vega is really. But it's not a great date spot, but just good Mexican food. I was telling Steph about this. Salsa and beer, deep in the valley on Sherman Way. Really, really good.
Is that good? I thought you were joking though. So that's legitimately your favorite Mexican restaurant.
Yes. It's amazing.
All right, that's what we're doing, Ben.
That's what we're doing, baby.
We're doing cryo, then we're getting margs.
Yes.
I want a marg. Also, guess what, you guys?
We
made $250. We are $250 away from our goal of 500. I think we can do it. I think we can
do it.
Hail
Mary,
30
minutes.
Shotgun this down. We'll use football references for Mark here. Down to the end zone. Touchdown, baby! 500. How'd that go?
That was great. I would say that we're past the 50-yard line. We're looking to get into the red zone. We're in field goal territory right now. We're looking to get a little deeper into enemy territory, and then hopefully we can have said Hail Mary come out by the end of the show, and Ben can be freezing, and I can video the whole thing.
Yes.
That's all I want.
I need this frozen therapy and then a frozen marg right afterwards.
And Alex and Steph and Malcolm are all welcome to go watch Ben do crime.
I would watch. I would is it in like a glass box where I can actually see what's happening?
Yeah, so it's sort of whited out, like the body is whited out, so like you can't see people who like are just in their skivvies, but the face, you can see their face, and Ben is tall enough to where you can see his face. You have a mask on anyway. That was before COVID. You have a mask on, but you can still see the eyes, and you can see like snow moving around in there. It's a pretty cool shot, Ben. It's very cinematic. A lot of smoke comes out.
I need cinema, people. Theaters are open. Cinema is returning. The world is healing.
I need to watch it
every few minutes. Sorry, I was
the
going to
other
say every
YouTube
few minutes.
reactor named Danny donated $50 through Super Chat. Steph is just missing a blunt to complete her Cheech and Chong look. Are you looking to see Loki next week?
Where were you on Monday?
I can make that happen later. By the way, thanks for Malcolm. Y'all missed the behind the scenes. Monday was crazy. Are you looking to see Loki next week? And also the other guy, YouTube reactor named Danny. Thank you for the generous donation, fam. Yes, I'm definitely gonna watch Loki. Ben, I'm sure you do a lot of Inner Geekdom shows. Are you gonna be watching it and covering it?
Absolutely. I think me and Alex will be back with our Whisper reviews. We're keeping it low key.
I love the Whisper reviews so much. I hate that I love them so much.
On that long forgotten app Stereo.
Wait, Mark
is
Molly right now is the best thing I've ever seen.
I gotta go be a dad for 1 sec. She's bad, so she's getting the cone. Sorry.
Oh no, not the cone.
I'm sorry. I gotta make her a cone dog. I'll be right back.
Okay. Aww.
Oh, he's getting a cone dog. Get it? A cone dog?
Oh god. Yes, Ben. We got it.
No. Like, Steph, like, because there's these things. Like, let me explain this to you real quick.
Yeah,
I know,
wait.
Very highbrow.
Wait, Ben. I don't get it.
Okay, I got you, boo. I got you.
Let's just say
There's
that
this thing is called corn dogs, and they're like a hot dog, but they're breaded and fried. And Mark's dog has a cone because it can't lick its wounds. So Mark said cone dog, and
Wow.
cone kind of sounds like corn. So,
Wow. Like
There
the
you go.
anatomy of a joke is so like foreplay. So thank you.
It's a great diagnosis there, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to slide into Steph's DMs later with.
Yeah. Do you want to know what corn dog is? And then we'll go from there. We'll see.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Sometimes let me tell you guys something. Sometimes it rains on your birthday, and sometimes the line for a coffee wraps around the building. Sometimes gas goes up 20 cents. Sometimes your jokes don't always land, Ben. And sometimes life stinks. The good news is that you don't have to, because Native has your back. Native cares about the products you put on your body. They're about stopping the stink the right way. That's the Native difference. You probably already know about Native's legendary aluminum-free deodorant, but have you tried their body wash, toothpaste, or their brand new mineral-based sunscreen? Yes, Native now has a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen for your face and body. It's lightweight, absorbs quickly, and you can choose between unscented or coconut and pineapple. Native's on a mission to overhaul your entire hygiene routine by putting this care in self-care with products carefully made to work against odor that are made with simple ingredients and smell great. You can get their deodorant and body wash in amazing scents like coconut and vanilla, citrus and herbal musk, lavender and rose, and more. You can even build your own personalized product bundles. Mix and match 3 of your favorite scents and keep them on rotation so you have something for every occasion. Stay fresh, stay clean with Native by going to nativedeo.com/SENLive or use promo code SENLive at checkout and get 20% off your order. That's right, 20% off. That's 1/5. That's nativedeo.com/SENLive or use promo code SENLive at checkout for 20% off your first order. Stay smelling good, folks.
Thank you, Alex. That is the truth, man. Please stay smelling good, and Native has good products. Appreciate
baby.
that. Alex, where are we next? And Malcolm, where are we
Temo
in?
donated $30.
Boom.
Just some love.
Thank you for the love.
Yeah, thanks, friend. Appreciate that. Malcolm, where are we now?
Ooh.
So the 50 in the YouTube doesn't count?
Yeah, because they take like half of it, so.
Oh yeah, they do. Fuck YouTube. Okay. All right. We're like 200 away from our goal, so keep sending in those schmo bots. Much appreciated. Alex, what were you gonna say?
Let's get to some Streamlabs because we got quite a few.
Okay.
The first one is from Funkle J72, who donates and doesn't say anything. So thank you very much, Funkle.
Nice. Thank you, Funkle. That's how a Funkle does it. You go in, you drop some cash, and you just leave.
Yeah, exactly. The Funkle law.
Mayor of Pallet Town says, "Good morning, crew. Sorry for this juvenile question, but what are y'all's best and worst experiences on MDMA? P.S. Don't do drugs, kids."
Best and worst.
I've never had it, so.
Like Molly? This right? Is MDA the fancy term for this? Okay. So what the scientists are calling it?
The scientific one?
Oh, you mean Molly? I luckily haven't had any bad experiences.
When did Steph turn into my dad? So wait, is this what the kids are calling Molly? Is that? I thought that was your dog, son.
You just sounded exactly like John Mulaney. Holy shit, Mark. That is an impression. MDA? I don't know. That feels like a very formal term for Molly or ecstasy, I guess. But yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences. Luckily, I know a lot of people who have actually. That I would say don't do it if you're not in a good headspace. And I would say don't like do a lot. I've never done an amount where I'm like tripping balls. I like to be in control whenever I'm doing anything like that. And then Yeah, so I guess the best was probably just like a concert that I went to. There was like multiple bands. Oh yes, it was. It was like Drake, Kendrick, ASAP. There were so many people in
Jeez.
college. It was like a perfect time to do it. Yeah, it was when Kendrick was Drake was headlining, but Kendrick opened, and that was the last concert Kendrick ever opened. Because like, can you imagine Kendrick opening a
Yeah.
concert nowadays? So yeah, that was it. But if you have any funny, I don't want to hear bad stories on Molly. That would be sad. If you have any good stories, share them. Alex, what's next? Or did anyone else have a story?
Nah,
No.
never.
I didn't-
I don't mess with any of that stuff. I'll do my little edible to go to bed. And I had a crazy night the other night. So I tried this new like cannabis cream that I was rubbing into like the sore parts of my body, and it's got a little bit of THC. I don't know
Curtis
if that mixed with
Lopez
the edible I
donated
took to get me to
$20.
sleep, but
What are y'all's
Crazy.
opinions on that embarrassingly pathetic WB Discovery logo? They actually paid someone to design that? Did they get a junior high Photoshop club student to do it? That was actually approved by higher-ups to be released? Damned me in suits.
Wait, I'm looking this up.
so am I.
Oh.
Okay, Nat, thank you for that donation. We're 200 away from our goal. We have 20 minutes to save the world. I think we can fucking do this. Keep sending in Schmobots, whatever y'all want to talk about. We've talked about everything from dating to
Guys, I want to go to
cryo.
cryotherapy and get
Yeah.
margaritas with Mark. He has
Yeah.
said, like, we will not hang out unless we make $500. This is
We're
like
at
literally the
300
status of
though.
our friendship.
So now, if y'all want, you can deliberate as to what song I have to hear.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay.
The
I'll
people
have
earned
to-
it.
Is this it? Is this what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
great.
Yeah, that's it.
Not
Okay.
great.
Yeah,
I'll put it up on the
this was
screen.
definitely made in Microsoft Word circa 2007 when they still had the safety pin at the sideline logo. And
Clippy.
you like, yeah, Clippy. You go to like images, text, and you make it all fancy, and you're like, check out this project, Teach. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Teach.
This is definitely like from Kid Pics or something like that.
Steph is dressed like the cool kid in school who would get away with calling the teacher Teach.
No, I got away with murder in high school. I got a lot of detentions, but it should have been a lot worse. I remember one time because I was friends with all the vice principals and principals. Of course, this is like where you make the mistake. Just because you want to be a class clown doesn't mean you have to be a dick. I was friends with all of the teachers. Like you just make them your friend, then you don't get in trouble. I heard the Pledge of Allegiance twice. That's how late I was every single day. And usually you get SARBed for that because like that's a legal activity. After a certain point, you like are playing hooky or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they would call it back then. But I one time got into a massive blowout fight with this guy. And he basically ran into my car, and then kept driving to school. We parked in the same lot. And at this time, I was like way more revved up Steph. I've turned into a chill Steph, but back then I was not. So this is how. Oh, and then when I slammed on my brakes, my phone was on my dashboard. It flew so
Kes
far,
donated
hit a random
$20.
side of.
Mark, I vote for the song Nights in White Satin. The extended cut, obviously.
No, I say if it's Nights in White Satin, it's just the poem over and over and over again.
That would be amazing.
Kustoki
That's a good
donated
option.
$20 to help get Ben to cryotherapy. Also looks like Kim's
Thank you.
Convenience Season 5 is out on Netflix. Anyone a fan of the show? Okay, see you. Clippy donated
Yes!
$20.
Oh my god.
It looks like you're trying to rebrand a movie studio. Do you need a hand?
Who's that,
send
Kid
them-
Pics?
Send them your resume. Maybe they'll replace the guy with you. But
Yeah,
I
so what happened with the fight stuff?
Oh, okay. I'll come back to the Streamlabs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so my phone's on the dashboard. I brake really hard because he's about to hit me, and he like love taps me, or like he's in front of me. He's in a truck, and he brakes so hard. And so I broke really hard, and my phone flew. It cracked the screen because this is when iPhone screens were just
The
so
other YouTube reactor
flimsy.
named Danny donated $50 through Super Chat. At work right now and
Thank you.
watching you guys. What do you think of Spider-Man No Way Home? Too many characters in my opinion.
All right, finish this story, Steph, and then we'll
okay.
answer all these questions.
Okay. So I noticed my phone's cracked. This guy is just 3 strikes, you're out, buddy. This is unbelievable. You stopped your car and everything. So we get into the parking lot, and he knows we're about to park next to each other. And I get out, and he's on the track team. At this point, I was already committed to play D1 field hockey. This is when I felt really strong and good about myself. I'm like, I can actually kick this guy's ass, and I'm going to. So I walked up to him. I was like, what the fuck, Andrew? And he said, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, do you see what you just did? And at this point, I knew there was no talking. So I don't know where the She-Hulk power came in me, but I grabbed him by his shoulders and threw him and pinned him up against his car. And then at that point, yeah, dude, everyone's like, oh, and I was looking to the side. And then I see one of my principals, Mr. Thornton, come running down. Steph, stop, put him down. And I was like, but Mr. Thornton, and I dropped him down. He's like, into my office, both of you now. And we get into his office, and he scolds us both. And he's like, I have no choice but to suspend you. At this point, I was running for class president. And
right in the middle of a campaign.
Oh, man.
And I was going to bag this. I was going to be the prez. I knew that. I was really working the election. It was my year, senior year. Shit was going right. And then the kid walks
James
out.
Doziel donated $20. After seeing Inside What About Long-Haired Bo Burnham for the George Carlin biopic, I think he would crush it if he could do the rasp.
Bo's a good candidate if you had to pick someone. I heard great things about his new special. I would, if you're casting someone as iconic as Carlin or Pryor or Kinnison, I would say probably get an unknown to do it. Although I will say Dustin Hoffman was known when he played Lenny Bruce in the late 70s, and he's great. So what the hell do I know?
Oh, yeah. Lenny Bruce.
Just have whoever is the best comic of all time, have them fight
Manny
Adonis
Rivera donated $25. The other bad date. Also DBL date. Girl was too shy, too quiet. We walked around an outlet mall. She bought a thong. Friend told me to ask if it was for me. I was bored, started singing the thong song. Her face turned red. The rest of the date was silent.
Weird date.
And then
you made out.
Yeah, because buying a thong, I'm not buying a thong in front of someone unless I am using that in front of that person. Why would you be in my thong business like that unless we were doing it? But
yeah,
it's just some thong to do.
Look, if we were all friends, and we are, so that hypothesis has been proven true. And then we all go to an outlet mall together, and one of us is going to go do some underwear shopping. I would just say, hey guys, I'm going to go buy this. Don't come follow. I don't need anybody to go watch me do it.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my hand in the chat.
You have a question for the class?
Go ahead.
Mr. Mark.
So polite of you. Yes, future class president.
Well, you'll later find out that didn't
Haskell
happen.
420 donated $20. Hey gang, and welcome back Mark and Molly. I've been without a PC for 4 weeks, and looking stuff up watching videos on one's phone sucks. That said, the Amex approved my application, haha. Tickets on sale Friday for G&R and Mammoth WVH Thursday, August 19th in LA.
Okay, Eddie, I'll tell you this, because we're all very excited. Guns N' Roses is touring, and Wolfgang Van Halen's band, Mammoth, is opening for him. Just, if you got approved for the Amex, focus on the computer, get yourself a PC. If I go to New York around that time, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, your ticket's on me if we can work it out. We'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. You heard it here.
But yeah, GNR, a bunch of us should go in LA. We should get 30 people. We should get a whole roving band.
I'm so down.
It's going to look like Mad Max.
I've got this long hair. I'm ready to headbang.
Yep.
Me too. Let's go. Whatever it is. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll
but
take
I'm
some MDMA, Mark. It'll be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Steph, just a little bit of Molly, okay?
Yeah.
Just take a little.
Yeah. Just a little bit. If I'm gonna do anything like that anymore, I like
Carl
the
donated
hallucinogenic.
$20. I'm a little behind today. Mark, we are the same age and love rock, so you should remember Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Did you ever want to compete on that show, and if so, who would your opponents be? I always wanted to go up
Yes.
against Mark McGrath and Dave Pinfield.
I think you mean Matt Pinfield. Matt Pinfield and Mark McGrath are two of the greatest all-time Rock and Roll Jeopardy contestants. I believe Jeff Probst, future host of Survivor, was the original host of Rock and Roll Jeopardy.
Wow.
And yes, I wanted more than anything than to compete on that. And I have been trying to talk to my significant other named Christian for years about doing some sort of fun Rock and Roll Schmoedown, and he just won't return my calls about it.
Oh my god. Wow,
I could do like an
bummer.
alt rock pop punk Schmoedown. I think I'd do okay in that, but I don't know how well I do with, because I know all the songs, but like I can't name like bands and band members and stuff like that.
Well, it'd be fun to do like just do music, and then that way everybody has an equal shot, and you just hope you get like the right wheel slice.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
didn't we just do a whole Schmoedown allotted to some like Tom Cruise movie? I know I'm gonna get shit for this. Sorry, guys.
Some Tom Cruise movie is called Top Gun, and it's an American treasure, Steph. But yes, if we can do one about Top Gun, we should do one about music.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Didn't mean to like randomize a classic like that. However, I just think Mark should get his music. So I know
Thank you,
Manny
Steph.
responded again, said, I said, let me see that thong, and her face turned beet red. I mean, I got bored, so that's on me. I don't know, though. I like, if I'm getting a thong with a dude and he comments on the thong, I wouldn't be surprised. Why are we in a thong shop?
Yeah, I would make a
But
joke. I might.
Manny, did you say earlier in the date, ooh, that dress so scandalous?
I would not be singing the thong song. I would not take it to that level. I might make a joke, or I might just completely fly over it and just see how the rest of the date goes. Like sometimes I don't think a lot of fellas realize this. Less is more. So you don't have to comment on everything that's going on. Like you want to naturally entertain, and you get scared when there's just silence and there's nothing really happening, but just take a breath. Let the game come to you sometimes.
Well, guess what, guys? You can ask questions. I know that's like shocking and doesn't make sense to a lot of you, but I've talked to many women, and a lot of them are like, I'm the one asking all the questions. I'm the one moving the conversation forward. That gets really tired. So like she might have been a little bit shy, but were you asking questions? Were you engaging in conversation? Just ask yourself that before. We're 50 away from Ben and Mark having a full-on date. We need this to happen. We can definitely do this. Keep sending in Schmobots. I forget where we were, though. Did we have a few to get back to that we didn't answer? All I know about my story of how I kicked this guy's ass was the guy left the principal's office, and it was me and the vice principal, and he goes, listen, I'm not going to suspend you because I don't want that on your record, but you have to drop the presidential race, and I won't tell anyone.
Man. Wow, that's some fucking 60 Minutes politics right there. Like,
yeah, that was some under the table politics.
Little tit for tat there, huh?
That's all we can do.
Was the principal's son running against you or something?
No, he was my homie. Mr. Thornton, Mr. T. He really looked out for me, but I think he was just like, if it needs to look like you got suspended, and if you got suspended, you can't run for president. But I'm not gonna.
Which streaming service can we watch the documentary about this presidential race on?
Right?
It's really interesting, I know. Probably CNN.
I want Steph just holding that guy up against the truck.
It's an ESPN 30 for 30 is what it is. It's
Nicely
gonna be
done.
not like water. What everything Bruce Lee said not to do is what Steph did that day. Let's fucking go. Okay, Alex, what's next?
OG Bobby Johnson says, speaking of layups, did you guys see the Nuggets versus Blazers game? I wish the Blazers would have won, but Dame is an ice cold killer. Wish the Lakers game was more interesting.
Yeah. Dame is a stone cold assassin up there in Portland. Yes. He is maybe my favorite player to watch, not named Steph Curry, but they're like neck and neck. He is just that good. And I would love to see them prevail against the Nuggets, but props to the Nuggets. You got a guy that sets a 3-point record on your home court and you still manage to get a W. Hats off to you.
With Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard, yeah.
He's actually a really good rapper, too.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And a great Hulu pitchman.
He is a great Hulu pitchman, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So Steph Curry and him are your favorite players to watch right now?
Yeah, I mean, the player I root for the most is obviously Chris Paul because of our Wake Forest friendship. And his Suns are just playing out of their minds right now. So I think they're going to be able to get by the Lakers, the depleted Lakers. But yeah, Dame and Steph, I mean, those are the guys. But again, you got to realize, like, I play point guard and shooting guard, and I wish I had that freedom in high school to just shoot from wherever I wanted to.
Right.
And these guys are different than me because they actually, make the shots.
You don't know that.
I mean, I used to. I played ball last week a couple times in Seattle. And I still, the jump shot is the last thing to leave you. So I still got some game in me.
Hell yeah, he's got game.
Let's do a pickup game sometime soon, Ellis.
I'd be down, y'all. I've been practicing. My shot.
I want to see your field hockey skills, Steph. Like,
yeah,
I got to see this D1 athlete shit out here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that left. As soon as I left college, no, I'm still athletic. Like, if you take me to if we're doing like a rec game, I can probably slay for whatever team I'm on. Like, if you need me, I can be like a little, like,
SCHMOEDOWN kickball league going or something.
Yeah, I'll slay. I'll be a good plug and play type player. But field hockey is the weirdest sport ever. It's like a witch sport. We're like crouched in squat
I was gonna
positions.
add, like, does your
sticks.
like how much back like? Do you have back problems like permanently now? Because
it's like a squat. So like if you're not in squat position with using your legs and your back straight, you're gonna have a lot of problems. But if you are doing that, then you can avoid a lot. I had a stress fracture in my lower back my senior year, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I was able to play through it. That's why my thighs were. I was in college. I squatted. I did like a 3-rep max, whatever. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but it was at 200 pounds or like 220. What? Yeah.
I'm now up to 220. I can do 3, maybe 4 reps if I got a great night's sleep. I can do 4 reps at 220, but that's like literally, I'm trying to get to 225. And the fact that I can now out squat Steph Sabraw means the world to me.
But
I'll try to ton of weight.
I know. Well, I had massive thighs, massive thighs. I still keep some of my muscle, I think, from college because I don't do enough to like retain the amount that I still think I have. But I don't think I could play as good anymore. It's not like soccer. I think I'm better at doing pickup soccer than field hockey, I would assume now.
Look, I think we need a softball league, and we need someone to organize. But like seeing the picture that Ben took of like half the movie trivia SCHMOEDOWN last weekend, hanging out, I'm like, we so need to get a softball game or like a softball league on the books.
Yeah.
And I'm probably the right guy to be the commissioner. I'm just way too lazy. So if somebody else wants to step up, that'd be great. Malcolm, looking in your direction.
You just tap on someone, Mark. I feel like everyone listens to you. So you just pick someone and say you're the chosen one.
I'm just so lazy. I'm so allergic to work. I can't.
You're not.
Malcolm, what are we at right now?
We are 50 away from 5.
50 away.
Well,
we
50
can do
away,
this.
guys. $50. Come on. We got 1 minute. I didn't realize that. We've got 1 minute.
While
we can do that. We did that yesterday. We have $50 so that Ben and Mark can go on a date, and then hopefully I'll get binoculars and watch from afar, and I'll send y'all all the footage. Don't
You
worry.
left out a very important word there, Steph.
What?
Cryo. We're not going to like dinner together. I mean, we might afterwards. If we
cryo and margaritas.
If we're vibing at cryo, I'm not gonna say no right off the bat.
I've got $95 left on my stimulus card. You can buy the fucking planet at Salsa and Beer with $95 on a Stimmy card. Let's go.
I'm in. I'm
There
in.
you go, Mark.
Real quick, I got some more stories here from James McDonald. I was at a party once, and a girl was into me, and I had no idea until she literally grabbed me by the hand to lead me in the other room. I realized it happened because I was genuinely interested in her, but I always needed help with the signals.
Hey, at least she was there to give you the signals.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sometimes you get
it's all-
lucky.
life is all one learning experience, bud. Put in your pocket and apply that lesson to whatever the next situation in your life is.
Mm-hmm.
Charles says, "Hey, SEN crew, what's your dating advice for guys who are more quiet and socially awkward?"
More quiet and socially awkward.
It's always the same. Just
Wasn't
be
me
honest.
that said it.
Just be honest. Just be honest and don't force it. Don't make yourself uncomfortable, because if you start dating this person, you start seeing them on a regular basis, you don't always want to have to be performing and be a different version of you. So they're going to have to get to know the real you at some point. So you might as well open with it.
Yeah, I think it's everyone is themselves, and I'm not telling you to change, but there are certain qualities that's going to make life really hard for you. You have to ask for things you want. You have to go get things you want, and you have to learn how to do that, or else you're just not going to get it. So it's okay to acknowledge that those are your personality traits, but if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. So I would try your hardest to change just a little bit, get out of your comfort zone a little bit, be more conversational. I'm sure you have a beautiful personality, and then it will get easier as you go. That's my advice.
100% ratify.
Haunted says, "Hi all, Steph, what was hardest thing about being a D1 player? Do you miss it at all?"
Oh my gosh, it was so hard. No, I don't miss it, but I don't miss anything in my life. Once I'm done with something, I'm done with it. It's actually kind of a sociopathic tendency that I have.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad, y'all. If you cross a certain line, it's just done. I don't think about it. So I don't really think about it. I think about the good memories of it, because there is I met some really cool people. A lot of the athletes were really amazing. The hardest part was definitely keeping a full schedule while traveling, because field hockey is an East Coast sport, and there's only 4 D1 West Coast schools. So we only had 3 schools we could play, and then everything was traveling. So while I was doing a full course, 4 different classes, I was gone for 2 out of the 3 months in a quarter. So that was really challenging, because we just weren't in class, so we couldn't really learn anything.
Man,
and then the conditioning. Fuck conditioning. Oh my God.
I was going to say, somewhere in America, there's a Gold's Gym where they're still talking about this mystery woman that walked in, squatted 200 pounds, dropped the weight, and just left and never came back.
Never looked back.
Nope.
Yes. Never. I have my college trainer. I don't know how I feel about him doing this, but he keeps trying to DM me, and it seems like it's conversational, but I just don't really know, so I just feel a little bit weird about it. He's still calling me meatball. That's what he would call me, because I was kind of like a meatball.
I'm changing your name in my phone to Meatball from here on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
What about Meat Bra?
Meat Bra. That's super sexy. All right, Alex, Finn, can you just read the final ones as we get out of here?
Yeah, Red Wolf in the super chat says, "Malcolm, you meet yourself too soon sometimes. Sounds like you're being cut off. Is this just me? Love y'all." Jamin John says, "Thoughts on Gyllenhaal's Mysterio? Great or meh?" I think he's great.
Jake Gyllenhaal always understands the assignment, as the kids say.
He's cool, yeah. I didn't love the character, but I don't think that was him.
Yeah.
I love the character. Jamin John also says, "Mark, in case you didn't know, Cocktail beat Caddyshack 2 for Worst Picture in the 1989 Golden Raspberries. What the F, right?"
Yeah, nothing should ever defeat Caddyshack 2 in a contest of futility.
Cocktail is the most bonkers fucking movie. It's so wild.
It's pretty wild, but there's some fun parts too. Caddyshack 2 is just, I hate movies after watching that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
And those are all the Streamlabs and Super Chats that were not Schmobots.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
I feel with Super Chats, even if we got 2 $50 Super Chats, even if we cut them in half, that's still $50. I feel like we reached it. I'm desperate for this cryo.
I know. I feel
date.
like y'all need to send in 50. 2 people send in $25 before we get out of here, and we'll be good. But yeah, I guess Ben, we could use that logic too. But that feels.
I'll tell you
like
what. The other thing you can do is just like when you get donations tomorrow or like the next week, just count the first 50 towards this, and then Ben and I can go on our date sometime within a calendar week.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, everyone, Ben Goddard, it's been a pleasure. Mark Ellis, thank you for joining us. Alex Marzoña.
Check out my video.
Yes, it's on your YouTube channel.
On my YouTube channel, it's on my pinned to my Twitter as well. Check it out. 96,000 from In the Heights cover video released yesterday. Thank you for watching it. If you have, watch it again and share it. Thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm, for running the show. I hope everyone can see your face soon. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your hump day. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day. Much love.